Guys, what's up? My name is Sean Razalt and welcome to my video. So today we're going to be looking at the perfect smartphone or my dream smartphone for 2018. It's basically the phone that I would love to have and the phone that I think is the best smartphone or the perfect smartphone that should be released in 2018 and hopefully a phone that will be released in 2018. So this phone is the perfect smartphone in my opinion. And before we continue, I might be stuttering a lot in this video or just not talk properly or there's something like that. I've been stuttering a lot lately and just saying that out there. Anyway, let's continue. So in terms of design, the phone should look similar to this. This is the design of the rumored Galaxy Note 9 and I really like this design of the phone. I really think that the perfect smartphone or my perfect smartphone should have a design similar to this. So hopefully Samsung makes a phone with my specs and my designs, and I definitely want the phone to look similar to this. It will have a notch, of course, as you can see. It has a notch there, but you can't really see the notch because of the status bar that has a black background. So definitely want a notch, but a black background, so you can't really see that the phone actually has a notch. It blends in perfectly, and it should also have an in-display fingerprint reader. I would like a phone to have a full display fingerprint reader, but if it's just the lower bottom, then it's also fine. And then of course the phone should have a Bixby button, but not for Bixby. I'll explain later. I'll explain later what the Bixby button should be for. And yeah, that's basically that's the design of the sorry, that's the design of the phone. I want the phone to look similar to this. Let's go to specs. This is the specs that I chose for the phone, and I want the specs to be similar to this, or exactly like this, or even better. I'll explain now what exactly the specs are and why I chose the specs, as well as why I think it's possible. So let's start off with the 16GB of RAM. So the reason for this RAM is simply because I use my phone as my primary computer and as a desktop. If you go to this website, so you can see Samsung DeX. Basically, I use Samsung DeX. Currently, I'm using a Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus, and my current phone has 6GB of RAM, and yet it's still not enough for me. I run out of RAM couple of times already, and basically Samsung DeX is where you connect your phone onto a external display as well as a keyboard and a mouse, and then you can use your phone as a desktop computer. And that's the reason why I want 16GB of RAM in my phone. And if you guys want to see my setup, I actually have a video here where I show you guys my mobile setup where I use my phone as my primary computer. And let's continue to the specs. So in short, I want 16GB of RAM for the desktop reasons. And then to the battery. So I want a 6000 mAh battery in my phone, which might also sound like a lot, but there is already phones with more than that. So definitely possible for Samsung to put a 6000 mAh battery in a phone. As well as the RAM, like there is already phones with that much RAM in it. So it's not something new already. There is already phones with that much. And a 6000 mAh battery is a lot, but I think it's definitely possible, and it would definitely be needed in a phone like this, I think. And then for the display, so I want the 6.8-inch display, which might sound like a massive display, but it's actually not that big. The rumored Samsung Galaxy Note 9 will have a 6.4-inch display, which is not that big actually, considering this is the Galaxy S8 Plus, and it has a 6.2-inch display, and a 6.4-inch is just slightly bigger than this, so it's not that bad. It's not the big display. So 6.8-inch is just 0.4 inches bigger, and if the phone is 6.8 inches, then it won't be bigger than this in total. This is a 7-inch paper, and 7 inches is my estimate for the entire phone size, and then 6.8-inch for just the display. So what's this? So if this was the phone, then the phone would perfectly fit into my hand, as you guys can see. If it's perfectly in my hand, there's no trouble at all with this. So I definitely want a phone with a 6.8-inch display. Let's move on. Then for internal storage, I want a terabyte of storage, just simply because I use my phone a lot and it's my primary computer. So I definitely need a bunch of storage, and currently there is not any phones available with that much storage. The highest capacity storage phones right now is 256 gigabytes, as far as I know. I'm not completely sure, but I think it's that. And Samsung is currently working on a 512 gigabyte phone, as well as Huawei, whatever the name is. So there are companies that are currently working on a 512 gigabyte phone, but I want a terabyte phone, which is definitely possible as well, I think. and then I also want an SD card on the phone just for extra storage that might be needed. And then let's actually go to my files app. Okay, so here's my files app. As you can see, currently I have 128 gigabytes of internal storage, and for my SD card I have a 32 gigabytes, and then I also have USB storage for 5 terabytes. I currently have almost 6 terabytes storage in my phone at this moment, or for my phone, and so I definitely want more storage. My internal storage is definitely not big enough for me, not even nearly big enough. So that's why I want a terabyte of storage. And then for the CPU, so I definitely want the next generation of Snapdragon or Exynos CPUs. I think the Snapdragon 845 and the Exynos 9810 is not strong enough for my needs yet. So I want a Snapdragon 855 or whatever the next generation of Snapdragon or Exynos CPUs is. I just want a better CPU in general. Then for the video camera, I want 1000 frames per second for 1080p video camera, for 1080p back camera. I want 4K 60 FPS unlimited recording video camera, and I want a 4K front-facing camera for photos. And I also want a 4K 60Hz display or a 1440p 120Hz display. So it can be 4K 60Hz or 1440p 120Hz. Either of them is fine, although I am leaning more towards the 60Hz 4K display. I'm not sure why. I think I would just prefer a 4K display over a 1440p display. But either one is fine. Then of course the in-display fingerprint reader is also there, which something I do want. Definitely want an in-display fingerprint reader. And then so I basically also want the next major version of Android on it. I want Android 9, which is currently codenamed Android P, with the Samsung experience. So when I say the Samsung experience, I mean it's basically the same way that the Samsung experience is currently, but with a much better Samsung DeX. I think Samsung DeX needs a lot of work. As you can see, I'm currently using Samsung DeX. This is Samsung DeX, where I'm using my phone as a computer, and it's definitely okay, but it could use a lot of work. It definitely has room for improvement. So hopefully Android 9 or Android P with Samsung experience will be much better. And then the Bixby button. So basically, I want the button to be there, but with different controls. So when I press the button once, then it should automatically go to multi-view. So let's say for instance on my app I have YouTube open on my normal display, and then if I press the button once, then it must automatically switch to multi-view mode for me, where it opens up the bottom half for me to open up a different app inside of it. And when I press the button again, it must close the multi-view. And then if I double press on the button, then it should actually open up my default assistant, which for me personally would be Cortana. And then if I hold the button in, then it should be whatever I want it to be. Maybe I don't know, anything. But basically I just want the button to have those things as default settings, but it should be mappable, so I should be able to change it if I want to. And here I just simply said that I think the phone could be bigger and thicker. I don't mind as long as it has the specs in. Although it should be still not too big. It should be a 6.8 inch display, a zero bezel-less display, and it should look like this. So yes guys, that's basically my perfect smartphone for 2018, and a phone that I think is a dream smartphone for 2018 in my opinion. So yes guys, let me know in the comment section what you guys think of my perfect smartphone, and you guys also welcome to let me know in the comment section what is your dream smartphone for 2018 and what's the specs on your dream smartphone, and do you agree with mine, what don't you agree, and what do you think of mine. Yes guys, so thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.